What is up, guys? It's Brewmeister here, and welcome to a 2019 money making guide for spiritual warriors. This can be done either AFK or for slightly more money. You can do it whilst paying attention. Approximate GP rates range from 4 to 6 mil GP an hour, again depending on how much attention you want to pay and whether you are AFK or not. Okay, so onto the equipment setup. This is personally just what I use when I'm camping Spirit Warriors. You can either upgrade or downgrade depending on whether you want to be more AFK or pay more attention. I tend to almost fully AFK and then just area loots. This is personally what I use. So you want to use as many bits of the Ghost Hunter gear as you can get away with using, as each piece adds 3% damage to ghosts, which these count as, and it stacks up to a maximum of 10% with 3 items. I tend to use the goggles and the backpack, as you can then still use tier 80 armor for your legs and body. For the amulet, you can go with a Blood Amulet of Fury, and the healing effect of this almost completely negates the need for food, and you don't really have to pay any attention. If you're going to be paying more attention to it, you can use a Salve Ami E, and that gives you another 20% damage, and that really helps speed up your kill times. But you won't get the healing effect, and you'll have to rely on a lot of sharks from the floor. Boots, you want to have Silverhawk boots or Lunar boots. You can't use any God Wars or Nex gear here, otherwise it makes them unaggressive, and that's what the whole method revolves around. The only power boots which are any good other than Silverhawk boots are Lunar boots, but they're a bit of a pain to get, so I would suggest Silverhawk boots. It's the same situation with the gloves. Cinderbane gloves are by far the best, but you can get Lunar gloves if you can't afford to buy Cinderbanes. However, you will be able to afford an upgrade after doing this method for a few hours. For your weapon, you want really basically the best mage weapon you can use. I use a Noxious staff. Using a staff of Sliske or anything like that's a bit overkill. A chaotic staff would also work fine. I have mine augmented as well, and I have Undead Slayer and Precise 5 on it just for a bit of extra damage. You don't really need augmented stuff here, but the Undead Slayer does add another 7% DPS, and it does work on these, which is really helpful. Other than that, I use the large rune pouch to store my alch runes and air runes for spells, and the spring cleaner with springs. The spring cleaner is vital to this setup as it alchs almost all your drops into straight up coins, and everything else you can have is lootable and notable in your inventory. With your inventory setup, you want to have a gem bag, one-click teleport to a bank, preferably one with a grand exchange. I use the max cape, but Varrock tabs or a ring of wealth or something like that with a teleport to the grand exchange is just as good. It's just somewhere so you can resupply on springs and magic notepaper and anything else you might need easily. You also then want a house teleport tab or your Slayer codex. This allows you to get to player-owned dungeons as quickly and as efficiently as possible. If you haven't got 50 souls in your codex, then you want to put your house in Menethos, and then you can use a house teleport tab to get there just as quickly. I'll show you how to get there in a second. Other than that, you just want magic notepaper and one of each of your stackable drops and the stone spirits. This just helps with inventory management once you've been there for a little while. With your action bar, you want to make sure that you do have Revolution Plus Plus activated, and at the beginning of your bar you want to have your ultimate abilities like Tsunami and Sunshine or Metamorphosis. Other good abilities to have at the beginning are your area of ability abilities, such as Corruption Shot and Chain. These will help you do the most DPS to as many targets as you can at the same time. Sacrifice is an important one to have nearer the beginning of your bar, as this heals you. You'll occasionally get a full heal if you happen to kill one with it. If not, it does enough to keep your hit points high so you don't ever have to eat or require any food. If you are using a Salve Amulet, you might need a bit more healing, so you might have to loot the occasional shark off the floor. Other than that, you just want to use any abilities really to fill out your bar from there. Dragon Breath probably the best, and then just Sonic Wave, Combust, and then Rack just to fill out the rest of your bar. You won't use these abilities much, you will stick to mostly the area of effect abilities at the beginning. So the easiest way to get there is to just teleport there directly with your Slayer Codex. However, if you haven't got 3 souls in it, you want to use a house tab to your house in Menethos. you can then click on Portmaster Cags, who will then take you to the sunken pyramid, so you can see below. And from the sunken pyramid, you just want to enter into the pyramid, and in your small room, you should put 5 spirit warriors, and then you can just kill them from there. And the best space to stand, as you'll see when I go into the room, is if you have your graphics on, this little dark square in the middle, and then they'll all aggro onto you. So for the actual method, it's pretty simple. If you just stand within this circle in the middle, they all aggro onto you, and you can kill them pretty much indefinitely from there. You can just click on the floor and area loot anything you need to pick up. As long as you have your area looting settings to loot anywhere, then you won't loot any of the like sharks or anything like that will clutter up your inventory, and it makes it a lot easier to AFK. You will get something like rocktails and cavefish if you have a looting perk on, but you can just disassemble these or just drop them again if that annoys you. Every now and then you will notice that they become unaggressive about every 10 to 15 minutes. To make them re-aggressive again, you just have to exit the room through the dungeon doorway, and you can re-enter again as you've seen here. This is a brilliant method, and you get up to 4 to 6 mil an hour with costs taken out as well, and it's brilliant AFK, especially if you have an alt account, and I can't recommend it enough. Thank you very much for watching. This has been my guide on how to kill spirit warriors effectively to make money, good for either a main or an alt account. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have enjoyed, please thumbs up and subscribe for more RS3 content. I will be making a lot more mini guides and stuff like this, as well as just progress videos for Runescape. But every like and thumbs up does help. Also, any constructive criticism or anything you have, as I'm only just getting back into this, please don't hesitate to write it in a comment below, and I can try and improve the quality of my videos from here on. Thank you very much. Bye.